up, guys? Daryl from Smart Shooters, and today I'm giving out free game. Let's talk about how to start a gun YouTube channel. Keep hearing about all the community strikes. Oh, it's too late. Oh, there's a million gun YouTubers out there. There's no money in it anymore. There's no real opportunities. All that's bull. Let me tell you how it really goes down. When it comes to starting a gun channel, it could be a little bit overwhelming. I know firsthand. I kind of just jumped into it, and believe it or not, my audience and my niche now is not the audience I started off targeting. So tip number one, know your audience, right? Who are you talking to? When you make videos, who are you talking to? Now, a lot of my videos when I started were targeted at new gun owners because I'm a CPL instructor, concealed carry home defense instructor, and trainer counselor certified through the USCCA. And so I did a lot of videos initially just trying to educate people that I knew didn't feel comfortable going to gun ranges, asking questions and so on. So I started off, I would just buy guns and then do reviews on them. That's kind of how I started. I wanted to educate people on different types of firearms. I got tired of people buying Sky guns and cheap stuff in the case just because it was $250. When if they'd have just put another $50 with it, they could have got something decent like a Canik TP9SF at that time, or a Taurus G3C, or anything of that nature. So I knew my audience. I always talked to the new gun owners, the first time gun owners. That's kind of who I cater to. Since then, YouTube, through the comments, through the feedback, through seeing what videos do well and what don't, you guys kind of told me what kind of content you wanted to see, and that caused my audience to shift a little bit. Plus, my audience is growing with me, so as I'm in this firearms journey and going through it, my audience is too, right? Like, we all went through the pandemic in 2020, which is when most of my students bought their first firearm because of the pandemic. Well, now we're all 3 years later trying to figure it out, right? So the way I talk to them now is different than the way I talked to them 3 years ago, but I only know that because I know my audience, right? My audience now has gone from wanting to know the laws, the whatever. Now they want to know my personal view. Now they want to know, what do I think is good? Why do I think is good? What do I think is not good? Right? They're looking to me for education beyond just the universal safety rules. They want to know more. And so knowing your audience will always tell you what type of content to produce. Number two, you have to be knowledgeable. No one wants to learn from anybody who doesn't know, who's learning on the spot, right? There's a lot of stuff people ask me to do content-wise that I just don't do yet because I don't 100% know it. I'm not fully confident in it. And that's okay, right? Only make content that you're confident in, that when somebody asks a question, you can actually answer that question. If you don't know the difference between a single action and a double action pistol, that's a problem if you're trying to do videos about pistol content, right? Because if somebody asks you, well, what is the difference between single and double action? And you just say, the trigger, that didn't teach them anything. That didn't teach them that when it's a single action gun, the trigger only performs one function, which is dropping the hammer, meaning that you have to pre-cock that hammer in order for the gun to fire. If it's double action, then the trigger does two actions. It cocks the hammer and releases the hammer, right? And that's a basic one-on-one type thing, but the explanation I gave you hopefully would lead you to trust me more as a subject matter expert, right? Because I could have just said single action is a short, light trigger press, double action is a long, heavy trigger press. But it literally, the name tells you the different types of actions. You see how I'm coming off as knowledgeable on the subject matter. That's how you have to be with whatever it is you talk about. Number three, take this one with a grain of salt, but be professional. I would say be professional as you possibly can. If you watch my videos, in the beginning, it was nothing but me and Team iPhone. And then I finally got a GoPro. And now I'm making videos now on the camera. And I got an even better camera. And when I went to SHOT Show, I reached out to my boy who owns an art gallery and said, hey, I want to capture video like epically. Can I borrow a camera, right? And then the videos I did try to make with my camera, y'all roasted me in the comments about how I need to learn how to make videos. But that's because the video didn't look professional, right? We've all made the mistakes. We've all been there. Be as professional as you can be, right? It doesn't mean that you have to talk a certain way or you have to look a certain way. We just in my home office right now. Like, we're not even, I'm not gonna wear a shirt and tie because I never wear shirts and ties. I'm not going to always be on the gun range because I don't need to be one of the gun gurus who's arguing with you about how you should spend $3,000 on a honey badger. Like, that doesn't make you professional. What makes you professional is good audio, good video, and again, that's gonna go with levels. So be as professional as you can be right now. All right. You may not be able to afford the best camera setups. You may not be able to build a dope YouTube set, but what can you do right now? Number 4 is diversify, man. Be diverse. All right, mix it up. Let's do some tutorials. Let's do some product reviews. Let's do some gun range videos. Let's do some drill videos. Mix it up. All right, and then let your audience tell you what to niche down on. But you guys won't always want to watch me sitting here talking. All right, sometimes you want to watch me go out on the range and shoot the guns I'm talking about. You guys always won't want to watch range videos because sometimes it's not fun to just watch somebody else shoot. Sometimes you want to mix of both, right? You want me to review the gun, then shoot the gun, then talk about the gun, then shoot the gun, right? Be diverse in what you offer, and your customers, your clients, your followers, your subscribers on whatever platform it is, but especially here on YouTube, the comments will not tell you if you, I mean, they won't hesitate to tell you if your stuff is boring or if you make something that they don't want to see. All right. Make sure you diversify, offer them a large range of stuff to see. Be consistent. 5. Be consistent, man. When I wanted to get monetized, I dropped a video every single day till I got monetized. And even now, I try to give y'all no less than 3 a week, all right? And I'm trying to even be more consistent on that. Be consistent in what you want to offer to your people, right? If you say you're going to drop a new video every Friday, drop a new video every Friday. Do not tell them it's coming Friday and drop it Sunday. Do not tell them it's dropping Monday and then drop it 3 Mondays from there, right? Be consistent with your stuff. Number 6 is probably the most important one, which is engage with your audience. There's people out there talking to you. Respond to them comments. All right, I'm still working through 300 something comments that I gotta reply to. Every day I take 30 minutes out of my day from 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and I just reply to comments every day. And as many as I could get done in that 30-minute span now, with me being a firearms instructor, with me being a husband, a dad, I own 2 businesses. Actually, I own 3 businesses, but I operate 2 businesses. It's a lot, but hopefully y'all can vouch for me that I do answer y'all's comments. Even when y'all getting on me, I answer y'all's comments. Rather y'all telling me you don't agree with me, rather you hate the gun I'm reviewing, rather you get mad at me because I say Canics are better than Glock out the box, rather you get mad at me because Glock's aftermarket support is still better than Canics. I don't care. I still respond to y'all, man, because that's what keeps your audience engaged. And that's what keeps them coming back for more. So always respond. And they're going to tell you what type of what type of content they want. Like, a lot of the videos I make are what you guys suggest in the comments. You guys tell me to make sure I get the new Canic that comes out. You guys tell me to make sure I do a review on Walther, take it to the gun range so you guys can see how the trigger press is, and so on. So engaging with your audience to get you the feedback that you need to know what content to make next. Then number 7, I had to throw this in there. Make sure you adhere to firearm rules, laws, and regulations, right? And that by laws, I'm not just talking about federal and state and local laws, but also YouTube standards. A lot of YouTubers are getting community strikes right now for doing things that violate the ever-changing standard. So make sure that you do things like don't use magazines with more than 30 round capacity. That's a YouTube thing. Make sure that if you're shooting full auto, YouTube's gonna demonetize it instantly. But if you still want to post shooting full auto, make sure you got your paperwork to actually own a full auto, not just like a wide open trigger or something like that, because those are the types of things that cause static. Shout out to wide open triggers, by the way. I'm not against it. I'm simply just telling people, when you want to start this gun YouTube thing, it can be tough only because, I mean, it's just rough. People aren't friendly on the internet. People will report your page just to be spiteful, like all type of weird stuff like that. So those are my 7 tips to start a gun YouTube channel. Remember that it's fun. Have fun. You can do this. You can build a nice community of people. Show them all the cool stuff that you're building. Man, these Rostic arms, I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna love them. We just secured a retail deal in Phoenix. About to do some more retail stuff in Michigan. If y'all know anybody else who need these in their stores, hit us up. But start your gun YouTube channel. You can do it. We believe in you. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with somebody that you know. Don't just share it in cyberspace, but send a link to somebody that you know and tell them, hey, you should watch this. But that's it for me, man. I'll catch y'all next video. Peace.